Hello, magical butterflies. This is Xtina from ButterflyIntuition Divine Guidance. I hope you are having a magical day, night, or afternoon. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. If you are subscribed to my channel, please make sure you hit the bell notification so you are notified whenever I post a new video. This is going to be a Mercury in retrograde collective reading. This will be general. This can apply to all areas of life. Please use your own discernment when listening and watching this video, and only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in booking a personal guidance reading or personal video session, they are available for purchase in my Etsy shop. The link to my Etsy shop is in the description box below. If you are interested in purchasing the decks I created, the Butterfly Messages from Spirit and Spirit Baby Message deck, or the deck that I co-created with my soul sister Samantha Rodman, the Swan Butterfly Twin Flame Music deck, if you are in the United States, you can purchase them in my Etsy shop. If you are international, please message me and I will send you a special ordering link. If you're not following me on Instagram and you wish to do so, I do post daily over there. My Instagram is at ButterflyIntuition. My Facebook is listed below. My blog website, my donation links, and my Patreon channel if you wish to be a subscriber to my Patreon. My Patreon is a 3-tier service. It's a monthly subscription. I post exclusive content over there, giveaways I have each month, and you get access to all of my extended readings on YouTube. Mercury in retrograde happens on October 13th, 2020, and goes until November 3rd, 2020. Mercury in retrograde is a setback in a way. It's kind of like you go at a pause, and things that need to be revisited, that need to be reviewed again, that maybe need to be reset or redone, come up to the surface. A lot of people look at Mercury in retrograde in a negative light, and it's not. I look at Mercury in retrograde as a period to see, okay, I need to go through this motion again. I need to clear this cycle again because there's something I didn't do right or something was missing the first time around that's going to get me to completely clear this so I can start a new cycle when Mercury goes direct on November 3rd. And if you are in the United States, Mercury goes direct on Election Day. Well played, universe. Well played. So I'm going to be using 3 decks in this reading. The deck in front of the camera is the Energy Oracle, and this is going to be just what needs to be revisited, redone, reset, reviewed during this Mercury in retrograde period. I'll be using the wisdom of the Oracle on what needs to be released or what will be releasing, and what needs to shift. And what needs to shift will be the Sacred Destiny Oracle. So I will pull a card from each deck as I get through each message. And there will be an extended reading on my Patreon for those that are interested. Okay, the first thing that needs to be reset is Storm Warning. Now this is the number 10 card. 10s are about new cycle starting. It also equals a 1, and 1s are about something new beginning. So listening to your intuition, listening to the warning signs that are coming through, listening to what Spirit is telling you when it comes to a situation. I'm feeling specifically it's either love or career, that sometimes you're not seeing the signs and the synchronicities, or you are and you're doubting them, or you're just not listening. So what needs to be released, or what will be released for you to be more open to these signs and synchronicities, is the Building Blocks card. Now this is a 28, and 28 equals a 10, so you have another number 10. So you're releasing what is keeping you from building these blocks, from building a foundation, and to really just moving forward in your life to create this new cycle, to go through this new door, to have something new begin. And what's shifting is that you're going to be moving forward. You're going to start listening to your intuition. You're going to start listening to your higher self through messages that come through your thoughts, your dreams, signs, synchronicities. You're going to be listening to your intuition, tuning into your body. Your body is always going to tell you when an energy of a person or situation is good or bad, when you need to go, when you need to stay. And you will just constantly be able to build the blocks to just keep building this foundation to go into this new cycle in love or in your career. Okay, the next thing that's going to be revisited is the door to romance. So what I'm getting with this card is that the door to romance is going to be revisited. For some, this is a love connection from the past that is going to be reviewed again by you and your person if you two are in separation. And you two are going to realize that there's still something there. The love is there. There's no longer denying it because it's there. And what will be released, or what needs to be released, is the thinker. Number 44, which equals an 8. Overthinking, being too much in your head, thinking you're not good enough, thinking this person is going to say no if you reach out to them, or them thinking that about you. Whatever is keeping you constantly in your head, or them in their head, overthinking, listening to the ego, listening to that obsessive thinking narrative that is based on zero facts, because you don't know what each other is doing and thinking when you two are not speaking to each other. So this is coming back around with this door of romance to revisit something that was once lost but can be found again if you both make the decision to go about this a different way. Listening to the intuition is going to help shift wonders. The wonder, the awe. Now this is an amethyst crystal, at least that's what it looks like to me on this card, so that shows me intuition. Listening to the intuition, getting rid of the ego. Listening to your intuition when it comes to this person. Do you want to revisit this connection? Do you want them to come back into your life? Do you want this person to come towards you and express their love? Do you want to be in a relationship with them? Are you ready for this? All of that, those thoughts are going to be released so you can trust your intuition, and your intuition is going to guide you in this love situation. The next thing that's being revisited is the 5th chakra, which is the throat chakra. Archangel Gabriel will be assisting you with this. This is the number 39 card. 39 equals a 12. 12 equals a 3. So the throat chakra, speaking your truth, standing up for yourself, not being afraid to show people who you are through your words, through your actions. What's being released to help you balance the throat chakra is a deep knowing. Number 43, which equals a 7, and 7 plus 3 equals a 10. So you have another new cycle with communication coming through. You're releasing the deep knowing, the wanting to know, the wanting to control the situation, the deep knowing of wanting to know everything but being afraid to speak up, to speak your mind. What you're doing is you're going to balance the throat chakra. If you feel guided, you could do a guided meditation on either YouTube or Spotify to help you balance the throat chakra. Blue crystals are really good for balancing the throat chakra. You could use lapis lazuli, labradorite, or whatever crystal you're called to, but usually the color blue symbolizes the throat chakra and communication. And you will shift into having patience. You will be more patient with the process. You will be more patient when dealing with another person. You won't have to know everything. You won't have to cling. You won't have to constantly try to control a situation, to try to manifest something before it's ready, to just try to just force something before it's ready. And you will really just be in awe of how when you let go and you surrender and you have patience and you allow things to unfold naturally, you'll see how the energy will shift. It will become more calm. You will be able to speak your truth, and you will really be able to just be at one with yourself. The next thing that needs to be reviewed is the contract, number 6. Now this is a soul contract that you signed. before you came into this life. Now it's the contract you signed with your divine love partner, regardless of the love connection, twin flame, soulmate, soul flame, karmic, whichever label it is, it doesn't matter. You signed a soul contract to come into this life to balance out a love connection and to balance out something from a past life. So what needs to be released is imagine. The number 20 card, which equals the 2, and 2 is about partnerships and balance. So you're releasing what is keeping you from being in your imagination, just imagining what life would be like if you balanced out your emotions, you released your fears and your doubts, and you surrendered them to the divine, and you allowed your intuition to be your guide. Now I'm guided to really look at that crescent moon on the card. We do have a new moon that is coming up on Friday, October 16th. Set some intentions to set something new to help you shift into simplicity, believing, having faith, understanding the process, understanding that when dealing with another person in a love connection that's complicated, that you signed a soul contract with, that your person has to make the free will decision to come either towards you, come back to you, go to the next level with you, or if you two have not met yet, make that free will decision to align something so your paths can cross. When you imagine the impossible and you believe in the impossible, that is when you balance out the energy and you're able to just have this soul contract manifest as it was intended, that you both agreed to before you came into this lifetime. The next thing that needs to be reviewed is Healer of the Ages, number 6. So you need to heal. There are things that are going to come up during this Mercury and retrograde period with yourself, with people around you, the world in general. There's a lot of healing that needs to be done in our world right now, especially here in the United States. There's a lot of hate. There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of people just not wanting to hear each other out. And what's being released is clean it up. Number 21, which equals the 3. This Healer of Ages is going to release the resistance that is keeping people from cleaning up their shit. Literally. And of course, not literally. It just means looking at the problems, looking at each other. If you have someone where you don't have the same type of beliefs. Now, it doesn't have to be with politics. It could just be with life in general, current events, religion, whatever it is. When you accept each other for who they are, and people accept you for who you are, and you all just allow each other to believe what you want to believe and what you believe is true, and you don't try to force your opinion or your belief on someone, you then clean up that energy of hostility, hate, arguing, and you replace it and you shift it with voyage. You go forward. You go with the flow. Your emotions are in check. See how the water is very calm? You're not wanting to fight with somebody and try to make them believe what you believe. You're just calm, cool, and collected, and you're just on your journey. You're on your path, you're staying in your lane, and you're letting everyone else be in theirs. That is how Clean It Up will be released. And the last thing that needs to be reviewed is the garden and the gate, number 30, which equals a 3. It is time to make that decision to take a step forward. It is time to review your garden. Look at what you have planted. How is everything growing? Is everything growing at a steady pace? Are you getting frustrated because certain things are not growing as you would like them to? And are you afraid to open that gate, to go through the door, to have your new beginning? And what is being released is go the distance. Number 47, which equals an 11. 11 is the twin flame number. It is also the number of new beginnings. It equals a 2, which is partnerships and balance. What is being released, what is keeping you from going the distance, moving forward and going through that gate and allowing your seeds to grow at their own pace. Because when you go the distance and you go with the flow and you just know that once you plant the seeds, you can watch them grow, you can check on them, you can water them a little bit, but you don't need to stand over them and just wait for them to grow. Because what you're doing is you're putting your focus solely on what you want so it can't manifest, and you keep yourself stuck. So the way that's going to shift is you're going to be embracing the stillness, the quiet, and the process. And you're going to have enlightenment in the sense where you're just going to be enlightened, where everything that is meant for you will never pass you by, and you will believe wholeheartedly on what the future holds for you. And you will not be afraid to walk through that gate, because you know whatever is on the other side is what you have asked for, what you desire, and you will not be afraid to walk down the unknown path, because you know that you will enjoy the journey before you get to your destination. If this reading is resonating with you and you would like to go into the extended reading, that will be on my Patreon channel. My Patreon is a subscription. It's a monthly subscription. There's 3 tiers. The lowest tier is $5.55. The second tier is $11.11. And the highest tier is $33.33. Each tier I list what it entails, what comes with it. So if you're interested, feel free to join my Patreon community. If not, I thank you for listening to this reading. Sending you love and light. Namaste.